Have you ever thought about why some people are wealthy while others aren't? Is it just about luck, or is there something more to it? Well, if you think it's just about luck, then you're only half right. There's actually a scientific explanation for why some people are rich and others aren't. And it has everything to do with the psychology of wealth. In this video, we'll reveal the psychological secrets of wealth and show you how to use them to your advantage. 1. The power of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a computer that runs automatically in the background of your mind. It's responsible for controlling your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and it plays a major role in your financial success. If your subconscious mind believes that you're not good enough to be rich, then you won't be able to achieve your financial goals. It's like having a personal finance saboteur in your head. Fortunately, you can reprogram your subconscious mind to work for you instead of against you. By repeating positive affirmations and using visualization techniques, you can change the way your mind thinks about money and wealth. So if you want to be rich, you need to first convince your subconscious mind that it's possible. 2. The importance of financial education. Most people don't know the basic principles of money, and this lack of knowledge often leads them to make bad financial decisions. They don't understand the power of compound interest, inflation, or the different types of investments, and so they fall victim to get-rich-quick schemes where they just waste their money. That's why it's so important to educate yourself about money. You need to know how it works and the different ways you can make it grow for you. Luckily, there's a ton of resources available today. You can read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, and follow financial experts online. You can learn about money from almost anywhere. So take advantage of all the resources available to you and educate yourself about money. 3. The power of your habits. Your daily habits have a major impact on your financial success. If you're constantly wasting time, procrastinating, or making impulsive decisions, you'll never achieve your financial goals. On the other hand, if you're disciplined, focused, and always looking for ways to improve, you'll be much more likely to succeed. That's why it is so important to be aware of your habits and to make sure they realign with your financial goals. If you want to be rich, you need to cultivate habits that support your journey. So, analyze your current habits and see which ones are helping you and which ones are hurting you. Then take steps to change the ones that are holding you back. 4. The trap of keeping up with the Joneses. Many people make the mistake of trying to keep up with their neighbors or their friends. They see someone else's fancy car or their big house, and they feel compelled to do the same. But this constant one-upmanship can be a major drain on your finances. You're constantly spending money you don't have just to impress people you don't even like. That's why it is so important to focus on your own financial goals instead of what everyone else has. Don't compare yourself to others and don't try to compete with them. Focus on creating your own financial success story. 5. The importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is essential for achieving any goal in life, but it's especially important when it comes to achieving financial success. To be rich, you need to be willing to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. You need to resist impulse purchases, unnecessary expenses, and bad financial decisions. But most importantly, you need to have the self-discipline to stick to your plan over the long term. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and only those who can maintain their discipline will ultimately succeed. Developing self-discipline isn't easy, but it's definitely possible. Start by setting small goals for yourself and then gradually build up from there. As you become more disciplined, you'll find that it becomes easier and easier to resist temptation and stick to your plan. 6. Managing your risk appetite. Risk appetite refers to an individual's willingness to take risks with money. Some people are very risk-averse and would rather lose out on potential profits than risk losing what they already have. Others are more comfortable taking risks in pursuit of higher returns. Where you fall on the spectrum of risk appetite can have a significant impact on your financial success. If you're too risk-averse, you may miss out on opportunities to grow your wealth. On the other hand, if you're too aggressive, you could end up losing big chunks of your savings. That's why it's important to understand your own risk tolerance and then invest accordingly. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and diversify your investments to mitigate risk. 7. Aligning your actions with your values. Your values have a huge impact on your financial success. If you value honesty, integrity, and hard work, you're more likely to succeed financially than someone who doesn't share these values. That's because your values dictate the way you behave. And if you behave in a way that's aligned with your values, you're more likely to achieve your goals. So make sure your actions are always aligned with your values. Don't compromise on what you believe in just to make a quick buck. If you do that, you'll ultimately be unsuccessful. 8. Embracing lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing and evolving, and if you want to keep up with it, you need to embrace lifelong learning. Be curious, ask questions, and never stop learning new things. As you learn and grow, you'll be better equipped to make smart financial decisions. So make a commitment to yourself to never stop learning. Set aside time each day to learn something new. Read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, and attend seminars. The more you learn, the better positioned you'll be to achieve financial success. 9. Building a strong support system. It is important to have a strong support system in place. When it comes to achieving your financial goals, this can include friends, family members, mentors, or even financial advisors. Having people in your corner who believe in you and your ability to succeed can make a huge difference. So take the time to cultivate meaningful relationships with people who can support you on your journey. These relationships will provide you with the emotional and practical support you need to stay focused and motivated when times get tough. 10. Reframing failure as a stepping stone. Failure is an inevitable part of any successful person's journey. In fact, most successful people have failed more times than they can remember. The difference between them and everyone else is that they didn't let their failures define them. Instead, they used their failures as stepping stones to success. Whenever you experience a setback, reframe it as a learning opportunity and a stepping stone towards your ultimate goal. This will help you bounce back quickly from any failure and keep moving forward towards your dreams. We hope these points have given you some insight into the psychology of wealth. While being rich isn't just about luck, it is about having the right mindset and cultivating the right habits. If you can master your thoughts, manage your emotions, and take control of your habits, you'll be well on your way to achieving financial success. Remember, it's not about being born into a wealthy family or having access to a lot of money. It's about having the right mindset and habits that will help you achieve your financial dreams. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy hustling.